Hey Bearcat fans, welcome to another edition of This Week in Bearcat Athletics. Well, for a second straight Saturday last weekend, the Northwest basketball teams got a doubleheader sweep. They're off this week until Saturday, hopefully for another doubleheader sweep when they face Missouri Western. And the Northwest track and field teams will be back in action this weekend. We'll have more on that coming up on This Week in Bearcat Athletics.
With two more wins last week, the Bearcat men's basketball team is now 18-0 and remains atop the National Division II coaches poll. Last week, the Cats beat the University of Nebraska-Kearney at home and then knocked off Fort Hays State Saturday, also at Bearcat Arena. In both games, the Cats had small halftime leads and then strong second halves to get double-digit wins. In the win over Nebraska-Kearney, Justin Pitts hit 5 threes and had a game-high 37 points to go along with 7 assists. And Zach Schneider was 8 of 11 on three-point attempts, finishing with 24 points. Saturday, Pitts finished with 23 points, and Chris Sibu and Dow had 18 to lead 4 players in double-digit scoring in that win. For his efforts last week, Pitts was named the MIAA Athlete of the Week this week. The Bearcats will be on the road for the next 3 games, including Saturday afternoon's matchup with Missouri Western. Head coach Ben McCullum says the Griffins are playing at a higher level now than they were when his team beat them by 26 at home in early December.
They're competing. They're competing for each other, competing for that coach, and they're playing at a high level. Defensively they've been playing really well. Offensively they've been taking care of the basketball. And I'm sure they expect to beat us. So it'll be as tough a road game as we've had probably up to this point. It'll be a tough one.
Saturday's men's game is set to tip off at 4 o'clock in the Looney Complex on the Missouri Western campus. For a second straight Saturday, the Northwest Missouri State women's basketball team picked up a big win, beating nationally ranked Fort Hays State at Bearcat Arena 92-80. In that game, 4 players scored in double figures, with 3 scoring more than 20. Tanya Meyer had a game-high 28 points, including 11 of 12 shooting from the free throw line, to go along with 11 rebounds. Jasmine Howe hit 4 threes and had 25 points, and Arbery Benson had 22 points and 8 assists. Mallory McAndrews came off the bench to hit 3 threes and finish with 11 points. Northwest head coach Buck Shields says a win over a nationally ranked team is important for his program.
We had shown signs of that at different points throughout the season, but it was good to be able to come out and do that against, one of the top teams in our conference and a team that's been in the top 25 for the past several years. A lot of times when we play those teams in the past, we can, have a bad habit of kind of intimidating ourselves, and I felt on Saturday that wasn't the case, and we were locked in, ready to go right from the start, and we're able to maintain that momentum for all 4 quarters.
The Bearcats will begin a 3-game stretch on the road when they face Missouri Western Saturday in St. Joseph. Tip-off is set for 2 o'clock for the women's game. There has been a change in schedule for the Northwest Missouri State track and field teams. The teams were going to have some athletes competing in a multis event in Kearney, Nebraska, and some at the Concordia University Classic Sunday in Seward, Nebraska. The multis will not take place this weekend, so the teams will focus on their efforts in Seward. The track and field teams will be competing every weekend through the MIAA Championships in late February. A special signing day show on the radio is scheduled next Wednesday, February 1st, National Signing Day for football. Head coach Rich Wright will discuss each recruit that the Bearcats will be bringing into the program starting at noon that day. You can find a link to the program online at bearcatsports.com. That's This Week in Bearcat Athletics. For producer Andrew Sherry, I'm Matt Gorder.